Alongside Craig Button now. And Craig, of course, all the NHL'ers are under pressure once the puck drops in the playoffs, but some are going to feel it a lot more than others. So we want you to give us your top 5 players who are under pressure once the postseason starts, starting with number 1.
Well, I got 2 number 1s, and they both play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner. I mean, you think about, this is their 9th year in the playoffs together. You think about some of the disappointments that the Toronto Maple Leafs have had. Well, they finished in first spot. Now this is their chance to shine. This is their chance to rise up, so to speak. And, you know, Mitch Marner was brilliant at the Four Nations face-off. So was Auston Matthews. But now Leafs fans want to see these 2 players deliver come playoff time. And the time is right there for them to do it. So I have them 1A, 1B, whatever it is. Who would you think has the most pressure if you're either choosing between Marner or Matthews?
It's a tough question, of course. I'm going to go with Marner only because he's had such an incredible season. He hit the century mark for the first time in his career, so it's almost like there's more pressure on him to continue to perform in the manner that he has, right?
Yeah, and with Austin getting back to full health, he can just get back to that form, whereas the pressure on Mitch Marner having delivered the game-winning assist at the Four Nations, yeah, could be him.
Okay, who you got next on your list?
Connor Hellebuyck. And Connor Hellebuyck, back-to-back Vezina Trophy winner. I mean, he's right in the MVP conversation. But the taste of last year's playoffs versus the Colorado Avalanche, which was so unlike Connor Hellebuyck. I mean, there's not anybody on the planet that would have bet that Connor Hellebuyck would have had that type of performance versus the Colorado Avalanche. So I don't know if it's so much pressure that he would put on himself to say, that's not me.
Right.
This is who I really am, and he's going to get a chance to prove that in the first round.
Well, postseason hockey's so different, right?
No, it sure is.
Okay, so number 3 now.
Okay, number 4 would be Stuart Skinner of the Edmonton Oilers. And when you think about Stuart Skinner and you think about all the question marks around him, this is somebody that lost Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final last year. It's not like he hasn't been really close to the mountaintop.
Right.
But it feels like the narrative around the Edmonton Oilers is about goaltending. Their defense hasn't been as great as it was last year. But Stuart Skinner has to be feeling some of that pressure. So when you think about the Edmonton Oilers, their only goal is to win the Stanley Cup. Stuart Skinner is going to have to be on form. He doesn't have to stand on his head, but he's got to find a really good, steady form. And at number 5, Jake Oettinger of the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars are a sexy pick to win the Stanley Cup. Jake Oettinger is going to have to deliver. Jake Oettinger, too much in previous years, has lost games early on in a series where the Dallas Stars now have to chase a series where they have to expend a lot of energy. You know, start the series, get your team in front, because Jake Oettinger is a top goaltender, but the pressure to deliver on a team that has high expectations, it's there.
Okay, you threw me off with the 1A, 1B. A lot of pressure on the goaltenders. So, okay, so you said Matthews, Marner, Hellebuyck, Skinner, and Oettinger. One name I didn't hear, Craig, Connor McDavid. Why not?
There's no pressure on Connor
No?
McDavid. Wow, look what he did last year. I mean, he had 40-plus points in the playoffs last year. Connor McDavid.
He didn't get the cup.
It doesn't matter. It's not about one player. Connor McDavid delivers. The least of my worries is Connor McDavid. The least of my worries. Oh, yeah, did he score the winning goal in the Four Nations face-off? Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
Playoffs.
I know it's playoffs, and he's been brilliant in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No worries with Connor McDavid. I don't think there's no way that Connor McDavid doesn't look at the playoffs as an opportunity to shine. And I could make the case that after what he did last year and just falling short, that this regular season for him has just been a dress rehearsal. Get warmed up for the playoffs, because he could go off this coming playoffs. And if he does, the Edmonton Oilers' chances are going to be seriously enhanced.
Okay, well, I'm taking notes on everything you're saying because you are under pressure. After we have heard all of that, you're my number 1 on my under pressure list. Craig, thanks for this.